In the last episode, we sailed from Durban to Port Elizabeth. In Port Elizabeth, we exchanged the halyard that broke just outside Durban.
It's a different grade of Marina, and it broke right there at the top.
Luckily, there was more than enough wind, and with the strong Agulhas current, we could make it in time in the right weather window to Port Elizabeth.
Much better.
We found a problem with the spinnaker. We couldn't get the snuffer down anymore, but it was just turned within the snuffer several times, so that there was too much chafing on the lines to get it down. So we untangled it completely, and now it's working again. When we will be back in Cape Town, we will have a new downwind gennaker and we will have a new halyard. So at least all the sails available from that moment on. And also Incidence is going to look at our mainsail and do repairs if necessary. We'll be very happy for the last part of our trip, for the last 10,000 miles.
New halyard.
Thank you very much, John and Andrew, for helping us out with the halyard. We just used the time that the wind was against to do the repairs, and then we're off again.
There's the control tower. It's a great day today. You have to wonder where this came from all of a sudden. Up to 25 knots and a 40 degrees wind shift, 50. Seems to ease a little bit in the meantime. So from 1 minute to the other we went from 30 knots to 6. At least we have the sun again. It's so great. We are approaching Knysna. 20 miles to go. We have time to have a look on the outside and maybe go in. And then we will continue in the direction of Cape Town. 7 miles to go. A lot of seals in the water here.
The new halyard actually was a little bit thinner than the old one. Already after a couple of hours we saw some damage of the cover where it goes through the clutch. So we contacted Associated Rigging. They are going to make some repairs of it. So thank you very much, Associated Rigging, for helping us out so well. Just before we reached Knysna, there were a lot of seals in the water. It was as if they were sunbathing on their back in the sea.
Easterly rocks, just outside, and then there's Knysna Head.
The entrance of Knysna is very shallow, and then with a southerly swell, there can be big breaking waves. Just before we wanted to go in, we got a text from Mike, and he said it's better not to go in because it's still not completely safe, even though our own judgment was that it was okay, but actually we had not so much time, so we thought we listened to Mike and let the drone do the work. After one day of motoring, we are so happy that the sail can go up again. For the afternoon and the night, there is a small wind forecasted between 5 and 13 knots. So we take the A2 out of the bag and sail with it through the whole night.
Just 1 or 2 knots more already makes a huge difference. If the forecast is correct, we're gonna have a couple of knots more, 14, 15, but a little bit more from the back. Speeds are not going to be enormous. We're doing 7, 8, 8.5 knots in the meantime, in 10, 11 knots of wind. Passing Mossel by and Blaze by. I thought, well, we're a gunboat, as our speed over ground was way over the true wind. But then I found out that all of a sudden the boat speed had stopped. Then I should have put it on heading mode, of course, when I was cleaning the inducer. Still pretty stable. One is repaired, and this is not going to last like this. Not too bad, eh? After a night of sailing, the batteries were at 31%. Put the genset on. As the sun just came up, it's not strong enough yet. We're close to Cape Agulhas. where the Indian Ocean changes into Atlantic Ocean. When we pass the black line, we will be in the Atlantic Ocean. There might be fish there. Well, that went suddenly fast. We were supposed to have 7, 8, 9 knots the whole afternoon, and all of a sudden we have twice that wind. It's always difficult if you're about 80 degrees to wind angle. What to do if the wind increases? Are you going to fall, bear away, lower the apparent wind, or are you reducing speed and look? Nop is still 5 miles in front of us. There were 30 miles in front of us last night. Now they seem to be sailing as well.
When we pass Nop Nop, the drone goes in the air so that we can make some beautiful films of their boat.
Be dark in half an hour. I can show you Cape Point in the distance as it is there. Cape of Good Hope. We have an in-between moment as the wind has dropped considerably for a couple of hours, and then with that front the wind will be back again just in a couple of hours. We hope to be close to Cape of Good Hope, so we can turn and have the wind from behind. Now we're going to anchor in Granger Bay outside Cape Town and then go into V&A waterfront tomorrow morning. The weather was there a little bit earlier than expected, than forecasted. 29 knots. It already started raining and well, is it necessary? Yes, it is necessary. First one reef and then we went out again and put the second reef in as well. It has to be a little bit exciting here. The Cape of Good Hope, Kaap de Goede Hoop. Hey.
That's the name.
Yeah. We're 12 miles of this waypoint. It's the same as where Cape Point is. This is Cape of Good Hope.
Our timing around the Cape is great. Finally we get 34, 35 knots of wind. Luckily, when we can bear off after the Cape, the wind is more from the back and it blows us right into Granger Bay. Approaching Cape Town in the night is very special with all the lights. It's actually the first time that the area is so light and bright in the night that you can even just see in front of the boat if there are any obstacles or whatever. So it was pretty safe to anchor in the dark.
Tomorrow we go in there.
And we are very happy to have at least half a night of good sleep.
It's blown quite a bit. Pretty impressive. To sail next to Table Mountain.
Yeah, that's my love. She hides away like
Doesn't really help to have 30 knots of wind. You have to hold on to your head today. Het wordt alleen maar erger vandaag.
Ooh, don't cry, but I'll break that way.
And then I make a decision.
Okay.
If I go back or straight in.
We had 35 knots. Approaching the Marina.
The dolphins accompany us in the harbor. It's a very nice welcome. The way I'm entering the bridge actually feels like when we were flying on final with side winds. You steer up and then at the last moment, just before you land, you put the plane in the right direction, and that's exactly what I did with the boat now.
If she ran away, come back home. Just come home.
Baziek.
So I'm going to turn our boat around here. Then we're going in with the stern to the wind, like this. And then it blows me a little bit that way. And we're going in like sideways. And then the difficulty is not the wind, but it's the gust.
Yeah, sometimes
You can't anticipate on gusts of 30 knots. That's
very
a little
nasty
bit-
gust here.
Yeah.
I'm already really happy that the winters here a little bit different than when we came in.
Oh my God, yeah. I thought this is not possible. I had 34 knots at a certain moment.
Ooh, if you play, I'll bleed the same. Ooh, if you're scared, I'm on my way.
And then we are moored in Cape Town, in the waterfront harbor, and we are really enjoying the whole environment, the atmosphere. So we have a good time.
If you ran away, come back home. Just come home.
So now it's time to rest and celebrate Christmas and New Year.